Hey, this is your girl BK and welcome back to my channel. A summertime.
It's summer, and the coolest summer. The coolest summer.
Yes, this is my end of year roundup of my experience being a first grade teacher in a new country.
Summer, it's the rudest summer. It's summer.
There are certain words when you're teaching, being from Jamaica, you talk one certain way and your kids are gonna look on you like, huh, what? So, end of year, I decided to keep a party. Class party, normal thing for us back home as teachers. And, you know, I did my letters, I sent my letters out to my parents. And so we were like, all right, cool. So we're gonna play games, what kind of food you want to eat, and you know, in the class discussing with my students. And so I was like, games, all right, cool. You know, you have Monopoly, you have chess, you know, you have card pack games, just naming out a few, Uno. And you know, my class was like, you know, looking at me weird. So I was like, what is it? I'm like, you guys don't know Monopoly? And you know, one of my students was like, what? Huh? And I'm like, Monopoly, it's like a card game, you know, with money, and you know, you buy houses and land and those kind of stuff. Lo and behold, it's not said in the way that I said. We're Jamaicans, we say Monopoly. Yeah? Okay, I was corrected. So it's not Monopoly but Monopoly. So I have to adjust myself to the pronunciation of words. Another one that got me when I was meeting with my instructional coach, and they're there and they're like, data, and I'm like, data. Okay, it's not data for us, but it's data. So that's another thing that I have to get used to. Another thing that gets my principal cracking up is when we say character or character, right? They pronounce it a little bit different. We say character and them say character, which is kind of close but not that close, but I guess in a sense you can see what I'm talking about. That's just a little bit of thing that we have to get used to. And you know, in the essence of it, I miss certain things about home. Lord, the food that will kill me. Yeah, but you know, there are certain words that are really different, and because of that, then the kids spell it differently. So you know, we pronounce it one certain way, they pronounce it one certain way. We go off of the British way, you know, they go off the US way. So you know, your girl gotta, we say twang, yeah, but we have to speak properly. And so yeah, that's it. The last 2 months there's a lot of paperwork, so you have to be, you know, on task, you know, getting your kids assessed, test, and you know, making sure you have your papers there, putting together their folders, all of that. And then after they go out, you have to go to work for a certain amount of days. They call them work days. And you have to pull down stuff in your classroom. So I'll kind of show you some pictures of what my class actually looked like. I had a really big classroom, and so I think first grade should be, you know, filled with pretty stuff and all those stuff. So I tried my best to make sure my room was very pretty, and yeah, so I had to take all that down. I was like, oh, yeah, but let's take all of it down and, you know, get the room inspected, did their folders, send out their report cards, and You know, it was a really good experience for me, kids wise. You know, I always say no matter where you go, the kids will always be kids. That's just me. I think kids will always be kids. They're always going to show you the way they behave based on their background. But I mean, once you show kids love, then they're going to show you back. So honestly, my 20 odd students that I had, I really do miss them. They were the best. We worked together. You know, they met me halfway, I met them halfway. We understood each other, and that made my year a phenomenal year. I mean, if you make that connection, I think, with your students, it makes it flow a little bit easier, because your kids really know that you expect a certain standards. You set a certain standard and they follow it, and they know that they'll know if you love them or if you don't like them. They'll know, and then they will, you know, react off that. So I treat all my kids the same. I didn't have any favorites. I loved each and every one of them, no matter what their differences were. I just tried to meet them on their level, and you know, I tell them I want all of them to succeed and do the best that they can do, because they were and are really bright kids. You know, you have to, I think positive thinking as an educator is always going to trickle down on your students, and so that was my approach to it. Yeah. So that's a roundup of my first year. It kind of went pretty quickly. I didn't really expect it to be over like that, but you know, it's a good experience if you are in it for the right reasons. It feeds your soul when you see your students move from, you know, level A to all the way up, you know. So I'm ready for summer camp, you know, and I'm looking forward to being a better teacher. You know, most persons might say, you want to be a better teacher? Yeah, I want to be a better teacher for my students. Every year you get a new set of students, so every year you should try to work on improving and being the best. I tend to work on those little itty bitty things that I think needs working on, and so my students that are coming to me for the next school year will get a better version of me, and I will be able to blend with them just as much as I blended with my last group. I have little tokens. They made me cards, and you know, it's just heartwarming when you can make that connection and touch that child when you are from two different places, but you can meet on that neutral ground. So that's my wow moment for my year. It's been a rough road, it's been a hard road, but it's been a joyful end of year for me, seeing their progress. All in all, I would say that this year was an eye-opener. We, being educators back home, apart from the things that we don't have, which I can understand, the resources are limited. I would say, just a heads up to our Jamaican educators back home, be thankful. You know, I know it might seem hard most of the time. Trust me, been there, done that. Been in the prep school system, been in the primary school system. We know how it goes, but you know, here it's a lot different. It's a lot different, and you gotta be on your P's and Q's, you know. So anyone that's up for the challenge, it's here for you guys, you know. And I still want to say a big up to everyone that's always putting out the effort to keep our kids up and running, on task, accomplishing goals. No matter what you do, no matter where you contribute, as long as you are putting in some form of help anywhere or inserting any form of help in their life, I give my all to you. And also, happy belated Mother's Day, happy belated Father's Day, every one of those persons, whether you're a mom or you're a dad, you know, your role is very important. So make sure you keep up, do your thing, and yeah, be blessed. Until next time, I do one video about me here. You see, the struggle is real. Okay, I don't know why I started to go natural. Yeah, but I will be uploading that shortly. So to all my viewers, thank you very much. This is new to me. I will get better with time and feeling comfortably in front of the camera. So to help me grow my audience, just like, comment, share, and I am appreciative of everyone that watches my video. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I might go on with that thing here with this thing. I don't know.
It's summer, and the coolest summer. If it cool as a summer, this is the coolest summer. No school, it's